Good morning, everybody. I am in the yard. It's going on 10 a.m. on this Saturday, August 26th, I believe. Yeah, 26th or 26th. And I've been out here since 7 a.m. getting a lot of work done. Right now, I'm charging my Jackery generator. Let me show you. Charging it. Right now, it's at like 74%. And I don't know if you can see it because I have it in the shade. It's getting like 69 watts coming in. So as I told you before, I took down the tomato plants and the cucumber plants. I was going to video self blooper. I was going to videotape or record myself taking down the plants, but I knew that it was going to take a while. And the bumblebees, the big black bees, kept buzzing me. So yeah, I decided to have my phone in my shed and turn on music on the speaker and have everything coming off of the Jackery. When I turned on the Jackery this morning, it was at 77%. I didn't know it was that low, and it only used like 3% on the phone and the speaker. So that shows you that if I only had my phone and speaker, that generator would last for 2 days. So please, if you ever watch, I think it's oh, Lead Farmer. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired. I think the sun's getting to me. Lead Farmer, he talks about generators, and he has information on other people that talk about generators and technology, and it's being powered by the sun right now. I don't have to hook it up to electricity to charge it. It's fantastic. So anyway, let me show you what I did in the garden today. So hopefully you can see everything. I can't see everything because I'm in the sun. Just want to show you my squashes real quick. They're doing good. I came out and watered everything this morning. Okay. The tomato plants are gone. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them in these garden beds. They're gone. Let me go back and show you all the tomatoes that I got. I got a lot, you guys. Bam. Look at this one. It was just hiding in there. I had some red ones hiding in there. I think I'm going to throw that one away. That don't look good. Got a lot of tomatoes. Also got some eggplants, got one cucumber, and these tomatoes are in here because they're green tomatoes, but they didn't grow that big. So back to the yard. I got a rock in my shoe here. Let me show you. I took down all of the cucumber plants. These over here, they were full of aphids and mites and stuff, so they had cucumbers on them, but the cucumbers didn't look that great. Took them out. These, on the other hand, were doing a little bit better, but hardly any cucumbers. Took them out. What I do now is allow the garden beds to breathe, to rest, to not plant anything. And so in the middle of September, I won't be watering these tomato plants. I'm just going to let them dry up and dry out. In the middle of September, next month, which is like probably in 2 weeks, I'll be starting my seedlings, maybe the 3rd week of September, because generally in Southern California, we stay hot to the end of October. And next week, I'm happy I did all this today because next week it's going to be like 105, 103, 104. So this gives me an opportunity to concentrate on the stuff that's good in the garden. I'm going to come out here later today around 6:37 and I'm going to fertilize everything that's still left. Let me show you my potatoes. I didn't get any. What happened is I waited too long and some of the potatoes that were in there died off and created new plants, like this one over here. this one created new plants. So I'm just going to leave it alone until it dies off again and then get those potatoes. My sugar cane, doing good. I don't think it's time to pull it, but I'm going to look up again when to harvest sugar cane and get that done. I came over, you probably can't tell, but I trimmed up my mint, and I trimmed up my catmint over here because it was getting full. I'm starting to get rice. Look, I'm getting rice. Look at that. So I will be looking up tonight when to harvest rice. So that's what I will be doing this evening. I did get, a lot of tomatoes. I got some eggplant, which I'm going to go give some to my neighbor Marcos because he loves eggplant. And I'm done for the garden today. It is 10 o'clock. It feels like it's about 85 out here. And if it's only 10 a.m., that means it's going to be about 93 today. It's hot. I'm hot, but I'm happy I'm done. I need to go in the house. I'm going to go sit in the shade. I need to go in the house and get a care package together for one of my friends and get to the post office and ship it out. But that is it. One thing I wanted to mention, there is a Karen in my neighborhood. About once or twice a year, I get a letter from my HOA stating that it has been observed or reported that I have weeds in my front yard. I don't have any weeds in my front yard. My landscaper comes and trims all of the bushes in the trees, he trims all the bushes monthly. He cuts my backyard every 2 weeks because I only have that little patch of grass back here. Yeah. So they said that they want the weeds gone by the 30th. So I'm going to take pictures of the front yard, show there are no weeds. When I bought my house, my home came with lavender, roses, and rosemary. The last few years, I've had to replace the lavender a couple of times because when they're seedlings, you're supposed to let them grow for 2 years and then start cutting them. Well, by the time that 2 years come, we have a lot of wind in our city and it blows in pests, and it's been taking out the lavender. So sometime last year, I decided I'm going to replace some of the lavender plants with rosemary, and that's what I did. And there's two types of rosemary, one that is like a vine and goes out, and the others that grow tall, that you can form into a bush. So I got both types. And I don't know if somebody said, oh, look at all those weeds in her front yard and it's rosemary, or if someone is just being just being a Karen or a Ken. About 2-3 years ago, I'm gonna walk over here because I see the bumblebees. About 2-3 years ago, I was coming home from work, and generally everybody around here gets home between 5 and 7 p.m. And so I'm pretty sure we all take the same routes home from work. And so I usually take the streets home because I kind of like to relax and meditate and listen to nice R&B like Layla Hathaway or Shantae Moore on the way home, and have it on my Pandora channels. And I'm taking the streets, and I notice I'm behind the same car, but I'm not thinking anything of it. When I get on my street in front of Marco's house, the car stops and it's looking in the rear view mirror and it's looking in the side mirror, and I'm like, oh, they think I'm following them. So they stop in the middle of the street, so I just go around them, click my garage door opener, and back into my garage. And as I'm backing in, they're staring at them like, well, why is she following me? I'm not following you. I'm driving home. And that same car drove down the street and parked in a house down the street. By this time, I had already been here 4 or 5 years. I'm the only owner of this house. And every year to twice a year, I get a letter stating there's weeds in my front yard or my side yard or my yard is unkept, and that's just untrue. So I'm going to take pictures and I'm going to email the HOA, and I'm going to tell them I want to know who is reporting me. and why. And I'm going to post something to my my community HOA Facebook page, because it's just ridiculous. Me and my mom don't bother anybody, and I'm out here in my garden in the backyard. From time to time, I have to take my mom to ER at midnight or something like that. But we don't bother anybody, and that's harassment. So if they won't let me know, I'm going to find out, because I do have some friends in this community, and I'm also a local notary in this community. So I I don't know, and it could be somebody that I know that's pretending like they're my friend, which I don't call everybody my friend, my associate, and they want to get close to you so that they can do stuff. And this is why I don't really hang out with a lot of people. I have friends, but I don't, unless it's on YouTube, I don't tell a lot of too much of my business, and generally I just keep to myself. So for now, this is it for now. There are some recalls that came into my email, so I will be doing some recalls later on today. But right now, I'm going to change my clothes, get the care package ready, eat, and then head over to the post office to take care of my business. And I shall check you guys out all later day. Okay? Bye bye. Have a good day.